Archangel Michael says, brace your soul, for the words you are about to read will shake your inner peace. Someone, very close to you, has been holding back a confession that could turn your world inside out. And now, the weight of that hidden truth is too heavy for them to carry anymore. They are going to speak. And when they do, the truth will fall like thunder, loud, sharp, and irreversible. You have sensed something, haven't you? A disturbance in your peace, a trembling under the surface. This person has rehearsed their words 1,000 times, but none of the versions have spared your name. The moment they speak, your name will be exposed to opinions, judgments, and shadows that were never meant to touch you. It is not what you did, but what they twisted it to be. This is not a mistake, it is a decision they made. A decision that will pierce like betrayal and land where you are most vulnerable. The whisper will become a roar, and when people hear it, even the ones who love you will pause in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Someone you once protected is now turning into your confessor, but not in the way you expected. They aren't coming to heal, they're coming to cleanse themselves at your expense. They want freedom from their guilt, and they'll offer your image as the price. They are afraid you will be stronger than them if they don't act first. So they plan to speak before you can defend yourself. What they say will hurt, not because it's true, but because others will believe it. They want to be seen as the one who suffered, even though you were the one holding all the pieces together in silence. The strength you used to protect them will now be used to paint you as the villain. It's an emotional ambush dressed in emotional honesty. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You were never the one who lied. But their confession will twist timelines, mix intentions, and paint purity as manipulation. Their voice will tremble while they speak, not from regret, but from the excitement of release. Archangel Michael says, the sword of truth must cut through fog, even if it cuts deep. And what you're about to face will be foggy at first, but soon, clarity will rise from the ashes. This pain will not last forever. You may feel alone at first when the whispers begin. The ones who once clapped for you will stay silent, unsure of what to believe. But don't beg for their belief, your truth is not a performance, it's a flame that endures storms. Type Amen to get blessing 114. You won't need to shout to prove your side. The louder they confess, the more cracks will show in their story. They have rehearsed so much that their emotions no longer feel real. They will cry, not from sorrow, but from strategy. Their words will drip with emotion, but their heart will stay dry. Remember, this is not a confession of apology, it's a confession of self-preservation. Your spirit will tremble, not from guilt, but from grief. Grief over how far people will go to protect their lies. And when it comes, it won't knock, it will explode. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They want others to pity them, and to do that, they need you to be the villain. Your loyalty is the only thing they never counted on turning into your weakness. And now they are turning it into their weapon. Every detail they reveal will feel slightly off, just enough to sound believable and just enough to confuse. They know the power of almost truth. And they will wield it with practiced precision. You will be tempted to respond quickly, to defend with everything you've got. But not every fire needs water, some need silence, so the flames burn out on their own lies. Let the truth echo without your panic. Type Amen to get blessing 747. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "Your tears are seen. This storm will pass, and what is swept away was never meant to stand beside you anyway. Do not cry over what their confession steals, cry over what it reveals. They always envied your calm. They resented your light. They feared that no matter what they did, you were still loved. And now they want to dim you, hoping no one notices who caused the flicker. There is a silence in you that scares them. It is the silence of someone who knows truth doesn't scream. You will be accused of things you didn't do, but you won't be destroyed by it." Type Amen to get blessing 117. You were never meant to please the crowd. This moment will show you who was truly standing beside you, and who was standing behind you with a dagger. Their confession is loud, but your dignity is louder. Do not chase down every person who believes the lie. Let the energy of your consistency speak over time. You were not created to chase whispers, you were made to carry grace through storms. The ones who know your heart will hold it closer. The ones who doubt will drift away, and that is your protection. Don't grieve their exit, rejoice in your refinement. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There is a higher plan behind this chaos. What feels like humiliation is actually a sacred cleansing. The lies will stir dust, but that dust will clear, and what remains will be divine clarity. The ones who believed the confession too easily needed to exit your life anyway. Their presence was heavy, their loyalty conditional. This moment will free you from unseen burdens. They will think they broke you. But what they don't realize is, they built you stronger. In trying to tear you down, they only expose their own shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. Your heart will feel cracked open. But from that crack, something divine will flow. A deeper resilience, a higher calling, a pure connection with who you really are. You are being carved into something extraordinary. And this carving may feel like pain, but it is also precision. You are being shaped, not shattered. Archangel Michael says, a divine reversal is coming. Those who spoke recklessly about you will soon be silenced by their own actions. Their confession is not the end, it is the beginning of their unraveling. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They thought they were starting a story, but they were ending their role in your journey. And what a powerful ending it will be. The pages they burned will not erase the chapters ahead. You are not what they said about you. You are what you rise into after the fire. And you will rise, not bitter, not broken, but better. They will watch you grow in the very areas they tried to bury. Their shock will be loud, but your success will be louder. You are going to shine in ways they cannot explain. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There will be moments when you feel it all crashing in. But remember, you have survived worse storms without applause. This time, you will survive with elevation. You won't need to explain your side to everyone. You only need to protect your peace and trust what's already unfolding. Their confession is not a curse, it's a compass. It is guiding you away from false loyalty, towards something unshakable. The betrayal was painful, but necessary. And now your heart can rest in truth. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Let their words flow, yours can wait. Because time will reveal everything they tried to hide behind their performance. This isn't about revenge, it's about revelation. They will come to regret what they did. They will remember your kindness, your silence, your strength. And it will haunt them when their own noise dies down. Your story is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning a chapter where you are no longer playing small. You are no longer defending yourself to those who never knew your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Let the confession come. Let it wash over. Let it do what it was meant to, expose the ones who never deserved your presence. You are still whole. You are still chosen. And the pain will pass. They broke their own soul the day they decided to speak that way about you. And though they don't see it yet, the truth always circles back. It's coming, quietly, but with power. Type Amen to get blessing 441. You will feel heavy, but hold on. You will feel like screaming, but breathe. The silence you carry now will become the peace they cannot steal later. And when you walk into your new season, you won't carry resentment, you'll carry wisdom. You'll walk lighter because you released the weight of defending yourself. The battle belongs to the light now. This is not your ending. This is your awakening. And it begins the moment their voice goes quiet, and yours grows bold. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You'll feel like every memory is being rewritten by someone else's story. But memories don't die because of a lie, they wait for your truth to awaken them. The people who truly saw you, who witnessed your pain, will not be swayed by this storm. Some will remain silent, not because they agree, but because they are afraid to stand. Don't take their silence personally. Some souls are just not strong enough to swim through someone else's lies. The confession was never about you, it was always about their fear of being exposed. Their shame needed a scapegoat. And they chose your name because your name carries weight. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Archangel Michael says, stand still, even when your name is shaking on other people's tongues. What is real will remain. What was fake will fall like dust. You'll witness the unraveling not in loud apologies, but in quiet discomfort around you. The ones who once rushed to greet you will now hesitate. But soon, they'll realize the truth without you needing to explain it. Because truth doesn't rush, it arrives in its time, and it stays longer. The longer you remain in your calm, the more their story unravels on its own. Let their guilt eat itself without your help. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You'll feel waves of hurt. Not just from what they say, but from the realization of how long they held it in. You'll question how someone who once smiled at you could now try to shatter you. But those who hold hidden resentment often wear the best masks. They wait for a chance to paint themselves as victims. And the moment they feel irrelevant, they strike. They waited for your silence to be seen as weakness. But silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And when you rise, they'll realize they were never your downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 234. They are building a house of words on a foundation of dust. That structure will fall the moment the winds of truth blow through. And they'll stand there, surprised, wondering why no one stays to listen anymore. They used your name to feel powerful. But real power never requires someone else's pain. And soon, that will be revealed in the most unexpected way. You are being watched by divine eyes. And those eyes are recording every move, every motive, every manipulation. Justice is not always loud, but it is always present. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Your character will remain intact, even if your reputation takes a hit. Reputations are public illusions. But character is divine truth, and it cannot be stained by someone else's lies. They may gather sympathy now, but they will lose peace later. Because truth doesn't rest when buried, it rises. You'll be tempted to explain your side to everyone. But explanations won't heal your soul. Only release will. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Let them confess. Let them perform. Let them believe they've won. The real victory is in your calm. You're not broken. You're broken open. And in that openness, a new light will enter. A light that can't be dimmed, no matter how loud their words are. They thought your silence was the end of your story. But it was just the pause before the greatest rise. And now, your spirit is ready to step into its full strength. Type Amen to get blessing 919. There's someone watching all this unfold quietly. They know the truth. They've heard both sides, and they're choosing to wait, not act. Soon, they'll speak on your behalf without you asking. Unexpected allies are being prepared for your redemption. The very people they tried to sway will be the ones who defend you. And when that happens, the person who confessed falsely will feel their power drain. They thought their confession would be your fall. But it became your protection. Because now, everyone knows where their loyalty truly lies. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Archangel Michael says, this is not the end. It is purification. A sacred clearing of all that was disguised as love. The people who left were never with you. The ones who stay will now see you more clearly. And the ones who rise against you will face the mirror of their own deceit. They whispered to the crowd hoping to destroy your spirit. But in that whisper, they exposed their own broken soul. And now, their confession is working against them. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Their words are starting to feel heavy on their own chest. They thought they'd feel lighter, but the lie grows heavier every day. That is how divine law works. What's done in darkness becomes poison to those who birthed it. Don't wait for them to say sorry. Some apologies never come in words, but in karma. And that karma is already walking toward them. You are still the same soul. Their words cannot touch your essence. Their truth is not your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 313. When you walk into the room now, there will be quiet stares. Let them look. Let them feel their discomfort. It is not yours to carry. You're stepping into a new chapter with spiritual armor. Every scar they tried to leave is now a badge of survival. You've become stronger in the silence. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to walk in the truth, even if it means walking alone at first. But soon, the right ones will walk with you. Type Amen to get blessing 515. And when they do, it will feel like peace. No more proving. No more explaining. Just soul recognition. The person who made the confession will watch from afar, realizing they cannot undo what they've done. And that realization will grow colder each day. Because you, yes you, are rising. They will remember your kindness. And it will burn in their mind every night. Because they destroyed the very soul who once protected them. Type Amen to get blessing 383. This is your moment of rebirth. You've cried enough. Now it's time to walk forward. The truth will arrive. Not as a scream, but as a gentle clearing. And it will restore all that was stolen from you. Your peace, your dignity, your voice. Archangel Michael says, heaven has seen your silence. And it has activated your blessing. Something sacred is arriving that will silence every false voice. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They'll be left in the corner of your story, faded, forgotten. While you bloom in the middle of the spotlight. Not because you asked for it, but because you survived what others couldn't. The pain that was meant to break you has now become the soil for your transformation. And in that soil, something divine is growing. Their confession was the storm. But you, chosen one, are the aftermath. Calm. Strong. Unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them wish they'd never spoken. You are protected. You are elevated. You are seen. The days ahead will surprise you. Not with hurt, but with healing. And every wound they tried to give you will become a window of light. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. But chosen one, do not forget, what they used to shame you will now become your crown. You didn't ask for this trial, yet you were divinely selected to rise through it. Their voice trembled with lies, but your silence echoed with integrity. The people who left you during this betrayal never knew your soul, they only knew your surface. And now that the mask has dropped from the one who confessed, truth is standing tall beside you. This pain is not here to define you, it is here to refine you. You were molded for moments like this. Moments when the world turns away, but heaven turns closer. Your angels are aligning justice, even when you cannot see it. Type Amen to get blessing 929. The devastation they planned for you is slowly turning into their downfall. They cannot hold a false story forever, it's beginning to crumble under its own weight. Piece by piece, their version of the truth is falling apart. They never expected you to endure this with grace. But your peace is their punishment. Your ability to remain grounded while chaos dances around you is your divine armor. And the people they manipulated will begin to notice. One by one, eyes will open. Hearts will shift. Type Amen to get blessing 377. You may not see it right away. But behind closed doors, their energy is unraveling. They are waking up in fear, reliving the moment they let their bitterness control their voice. You, on the other hand, are being restored. Quietly, gently, and powerfully. What they tried to stain has now become sacred. Their confession will not break your spirit. It will break the illusion they built. And that illusion is beginning to tear. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Archangel Michael says, what they meant for harm is now under divine reversal. You are about to receive clarity, not chaos. You are about to rise, not collapse. A door is about to open that will validate your truth without you needing to knock. You won't need to speak, your breakthrough will speak for you. And the same mouths that doubted you will have no choice but to go silent. This is your preparation phase. Every tear you've cried is soaking the soil for your blessing. And that harvest is about to bloom in full. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Your heart may still ache, but healing is coming. Healing that doesn't just fix you, but elevates you. You will feel lighter, stronger, and more unshakable than ever before. The people who once heard the false confession and turned away, some of them will return. But you won't be the same. You'll welcome peace, not apology. This moment will become your spiritual graduation. You are shedding the weight of false loyalty. You are embracing the strength of divine identity. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The person who confessed will try to rewrite what they said. But it will be too late. What's spoken cannot be undone, but it can be exposed. They may feel regret in waves, but those waves won't reach your shore. You've built a wall of spiritual strength. And that wall now guards your peace. The storm they brought revealed your foundation, and that foundation was never built on their opinions. It was built on truth. And truth will always rise again. Type Amen to get blessing 733. Even if your name was dragged through the mud, your spirit remains golden. No smear campaign can touch the essence of a soul rooted in light. And your light is blinding their illusions. Let them retreat into silence now. Let them dwell in their self-made darkness. You have moved beyond the battlefield. You are walking into joy. Into restoration. Into a season where the shadows cannot follow. Type Amen to get blessing 155. Everything they said about you will be revisited by the ones who listened. And suddenly, those people will start to ask themselves, what if they were wrong? And they were. You were always the light in the room. You were always the one holding things together. And now that you've stepped back, they're realizing the cracks were never yours to begin with. Archangel Michael says, this was not your destruction, this was your deliverance. The pain CL. Something in the heavens. A release of blessings meant only for the pure-hearted. You have been watched, not just by people, but by angels. And heaven has chosen now to reward your restraint with rewards you cannot yet imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Do not worry about who stayed and who left. The people who matter are being drawn to you like a magnet of light. Your tribe is being replaced. This time, they come with honesty. With loyalty. With spiritual alignment. The old chapter is over. The ones who tried to rewrite your name in ink are being replaced by those who see your name carved in gold. And gold never tarnishes. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Every tear, every heartbreak, every false word, they were bricks to your elevation. And now that you've climbed, they cannot reach you anymore. Let their silence echo back to them. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You owe yourself peace. Their confession might have shaken the ground, but it didn't collapse your soul. Because your soul was never built by their words, it was built by God's hands. Type Amen to get blessing 404. And those hands are still holding you, guiding you, positioning you. You're walking out of this with your head held high and your heart intact. This moment was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to crown you. You are divine. You are resilient. And you are chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 1177.